Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer just received this electric bike this morning, and after charging the battery, which seemed to arrive fully charged anyway, they're already loving it. It sounds like it's exactly what they needed, especially living in a hilly area where even short bike rides on a regular bike can be exhausting. The assisted mode makes riding much more enjoyable, allowing them to still get a good workout while tackling those steep inclines with ease. This client managed to ride over 12 miles on their first day without even realizing it, which speaks to how effortless and fun the assisted riding is. The only reason this electric bike didn't get a full 5-star rating is due to the poorly written instructions. Our reviewer feels they really need to be rewritten, as they are inconsistent and don't accurately reflect the remaining assembly process since the bike arrives mostly assembled. The instructions completely omit how to turn on the front lamp, which our reviewer had to spend a frustrating half-hour figuring out. For anyone struggling with that, you need to ensure the battery is on, then turn on the e-bike's power, and finally, press and hold the plus sign for 3 seconds to turn the light on and off. Another important thing to know is that the assisted power kicks in as soon as you start pedaling in any mode, which can be a bit surprising at first. Also, the meter operation, while mentioned in the instructions, isn't well explained. When you turn on the bike, it defaults to the low assisted mode. Pressing the plus sign cycles through medium and high assisted modes. Pressing the minus button when in low mode turns off all the mode lights, taking the bike out of assisted power and making it fully electric. Despite the terrible instructions, our reviewer says the electric bike itself is great.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer initially had a really frustrating experience with this electric bike. After only 2 weeks of use, the control panel started acting up, causing the motor to fail. Getting help from product support was a dead end, and returning it through Amazon seemed impossible due to exorbitant shipping costs. The initial recommendation was a firm do not buy. However, things took a positive turn. The seller, accessible through Amazon messaging, really stepped up to resolve the issue. They arranged for replacement of the control panel, or meter as they called it. Our reviewer noted that the bike itself seemed well built and sturdy, so they were hopeful a new part would fix things. There was another update later. The replacement part did eventually fix the problem, and it was easy to install. To compensate for the delay in getting the part, the seller even offered a partial refund, and there were no charges for the parts themselves. While the initial experience was rough, the responsiveness of the service team improved the overall satisfaction. Unfortunately, the bike broke again after about 5 months, with the motor failing once more. This time they replaced the main computer, which was another simple repair, but the part again took over a month to arrive. While the bike is good when it's working, getting repair parts is slow. The reviewer notes that recently the service team advised they are stocking parts in New Jersey now, and will be able to ship repair and replacement parts in a 3-5 day time frame, which would resolve any of the issues we have had.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer already owned a pretty hefty e-bike, the kind that can really fly, but they were on the hunt for something lighter and more importantly foldable. Speed wasn't really the main concern this time around. The goal was portability, something that could easily squeeze into a compact car, and this scooter definitely delivered on that front. It's lightweight enough to be manageable and fits perfectly in their vehicle, even with some modifications to the car itself. The known speed limitation was something they were already prepared for, so no surprises there. Our reviewer did take off a star though due to the pedal assist feature. They found it a bit clunky. It takes a few rotations of the pedals before the motor kicks in, and when it does, it's a little jerky. This happens both when starting out and while already pedaling. Apparently you can avoid the jerkiness if you maintain a perfectly even pedaling rhythm, but this client prefers either turning the assist off entirely or just using the throttle. Despite that minor gripe, they absolutely love the overall look of the scooter. They've made a few personal modifications to it, but even straight out of the box, it's a good-looking machine, and most importantly, it does exactly what it was purchased to do. After owning it for a couple of months, they've concluded that if they had to make the purchase again, they absolutely would.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.